Hi, this is Saintjerome of Crypto Experiences bringing you yet another crypto experience. Today is February 18th, 2023. I was able to pay Just G. He won the contest for 300 subscribers, first comment after, and he got 100,000 Satoshis. I'm still waiting to hear for the 10,000 Satoshi contest from Give Me Crypto. So hopefully he gets a hold of me in a comment pretty soon. I have 1,000 subscriber contest, and it'll be at least 100,000 Satoshi prize. I may sweeten the pot a little later. Well, I have XRP and XLM behind me. XLM or Stellar. And I've been doing a deep dive into both of these tokens. They were a little unfamiliar to me, so I've been immersing myself. And there is definitely going to be a financial redo in the near future. And these two tokens may play a very big part. Matter of fact, it seems like they're going to. So I've had podcasts lately. We've been comparing these two, and we're comparing to Bitcoin and Litecoin. I did a podcast where I kind of had them as two different gangs, and I still have a lot of the same opinion that they both sets of tokens or coins will have utility. However, it looks like these two are going to be the ones that will move the financial institutions of the future, however that may shake out in a new financial redo or that starts with Quan. But again, because of censorship, I don't want to say any further than that. So this is not financial advice in any way. This is just again, this channel is about my experiences and my opinions on things. So I'll be happy to discuss anybody, what you think, and I learned from comments. That's great. I have a Patreon channel. It's patreon.com/ Saint Jerome, spelled just like in the corner down there, and the corner down there. And so that'd be great. Anyway, so I doing the research, I kept coming across a certain magazine article from 1988, The Economist, and it had a very interesting cover. Here is the Economist magazine from 1988. Look at that bird in the middle. That's not an eagle, folks. That's a phoenix. I don't know if you know the mythology of the phoenix, but the phoenix dies, and then a new phoenix is reborn from the dead body of the phoenix. Kind of gross. But anyway, so what's happening here? It looks like it says, get ready for a world currency, and we have the phoenix rising from a pile of fiat currency. Now, what is that currency going to be? Well, the prediction of time has already passed. I'll show you a close up of that medallion it's wearing. But it says on the medallion, it says 10 Phoenix 2018. Well, 2018 has passed. We're 5 years later than that. So it did not come true when said, but we're still hearing a lot of talk of, well, maybe Bitcoin will be that one world currency. Bitcoin is being used by El Salvador's legal tender, and a lot of other countries are looking to look at Bitcoin. Maybe XLM, XRP, one of those two will be the world currency. So I wanted to point out this magazine cover and then some interesting variations of this cover that I found. Well, fortunately, I can read French pretty well, so I've got this little take on the Economist magazine that was done in French and is comparing the Phoenix here to this I'm sorry, to the Hebrew shekel. That's an ancient one. And it says in French on the right hand above it, the ancient shekel piece of money utilized by the Hebrew people. The similarity entry between the ancient piece shekel of David and the future money of the world, the phoenix, says on the lower right in French. And then on the left, it says Le Phoenix, the new world money announced on the cover of the Economist magazine in 1988. So they're saying excuse me just a second. Sorry about that. I had a phone call, obviously. So the phoenix on the left is they were comparing it in this French comparison of that was the phoenix on the ancient shekel piece. Now, uh, I have a picture of a modern shekel, And again in French, this is a modern shekel from 2016. I am not familiar enough with the shekel to know if the design has changed, but this little article here is comparing again the Jewish shekel, Hebrew shekel, to the phoenix. And you look over at the phoenix over here, and there's a fleur de lis on top of the phoenix, and they're saying there's a fleur de lis in the shekel. So in the one shekel piece. So they're really pushing that it is going to be related to the shekel somehow. And here's another comparison. This time it is to Bitcoin, and this time the comparison is done in Spanish, but I also read Spanish. So to the left it says Moneda Mundial 2018. So it says the world currency 2018. And then to the right, it says fin del dinero de papel, the end of paper money, or like fiat currency, I guess, here. So in this comparison, they're saying that this is Bitcoin. Well, Bitcoin has come on a lot like a world currency, and as it is being accepted into many countries now as um, as legal tender. And so that's going to be quite a thing. I just heard this week that El Salvador is opening a Bitcoin consulate in United States. Wow, Bitcoin diplomacy. So that's pretty cool. So is Bitcoin a one world currency? Maybe yes, maybe no. Uh, I think it'll be important, but just in my own opinion, I don't think it'll be the world currency. Here's yet another cover of the 1988 Economist magazine predicting the world currency to be something with a phoenix coming out of something that was a dead system, I guess. And on the right is another economist. It looks from the year 2000 something. I'm not sure exactly when. It says the trust machine, how technology behind Bitcoin could change the world. So here it's kind of looking like they have the blockchain we trust in, and they kind of have in the Bitcoin looking like it could be a world currency. So, everybody wants to get on the act. Here is Ethereum Classic's logo comparing itself to the Phoenix. Now, was this on purpose? Could be. I saw another picture where someone said Ethereum was going to be the world currency. Uh, in my opinion, I don't think so. I think it's got some issues that wouldn't allow it to be a currency very well. I mean, it's been very popular and it's used to move a lot of tokens around the world, but I don't see it as a world currency personally, but not financial advice. So here is the Ethereum Classic representation. Is that a phoenix? It looks more like a phoenix than it does any other bird, I think. Huh. Well, there is a new world currency that's being proposed by the X camp. That's XRP, XLM Stellar, and XDC, and then I think it's Algorand, and I forgot the other ones in there too. But they are the ones that are compliant with the new protocol. So they are saying, like, look at the center of that medallion. They told us in 1988 what was coming to the forefront in 2018, which is going to be the currency. Look at that symbol. It's on the Phoenix. Huh, what does that remind us of? Would that medallion we just saw look like the medallion that is on this physical representation of some cryptocurrency? Boy, it looks a lot like it, doesn't it? If you think back to what that was, except it was a single slash set of a double slash, but still had the slant like that, and it was on a gold kind of backed medallion. And what's it say on this? It says scalable stellar remittance. Whoa, this is stellar? This is XLM? Is this what is going to be the new world currency? Well, I'll tell you what, a lot of the people I've been listening to lately that are part of the quantum redo, they think so anyway. So interesting. And it's interesting how close it looks to it, too. I don't read the Slavic languages or the Cyrillic alphabet either, but here is a comparison and that was made. And by golly, look over here. And then I look over there. That looks about like the same thing. The slant's even the same way. Like I said, the only difference seems to be that the actual stellar lumens insignia has two slants where the Phoenix over here has one. Huh. Is stellar the new world currency? Well, we'll have to wait and see. It might be. I one thing I do think is going to happen is I think the paper money is going to phase out. Uh, I'm hoping that we would call the good guys come up with a system over the bad guys. The bad guys want to make you follow all the rules and loan you currency at a very high rate. The good guys want you to be in charge of your own currency. That's what's attractive about a lot of cryptocurrencies now, like Bitcoin. You have more control over it. Even though the ledger has every transaction ever done, you still have a little more control of your of that. You don't have to go through a third party to move it any place. Right now, whatever crypto you choose or digital asset, say you want to send money back to El Salvador, well, what would be the no-brainer there? You would move Bitcoin over and it would get there fairly quickly. I recently made a purchase in India of something very small, and they wanted a KYC on a credit card, and it was like all this stuff for everything. I was like, I don't want to do that, send it overseas. But then they said, or you can do Bitcoin. So I went to Strike, got enough Bitcoin I needed to make the purchase. Then I took that Bitcoin and went and bought the item using Bitcoin, and it went real good. Didn't have to do any photo IDs or anything like that, and um, it was got through relatively quickly. I say the transaction probably took about a half hour, but I mean that's not bad. I knew it was going to go through, and I have received what I ordered, so it worked out real good. Now that was almost like a one world currency. So, oh, so what is going to be the currency of the new world? What is going to be the one world currency? I know the one camp is really pushing for stellar, stellar lumens. They believe it's going to be eventually going to be that one world currency. And pretty interesting, wasn't it? That the Phoenix medallion had just almost the identical symbol. And now that a lot of people who are pushing for the quantum redo are really talking about Stellar and XLM. Personally, again, not financial advice. I think they're going to play a part, but I don't think you can throw away the Bitcoin, the Litecoin, the Doge, some of those things. And then you have some used coins, tokens like Theta. Theta is going to be revolutionary, in my opinion. You're going to be able to solve the when you're on the internet and the little wheel goes around and around like that. Theta will route the internet through volunteers to use their extra bandwidth on their computer, and it doesn't get into their computer at all. And then you get rewarded with Theta Fuel. So, and then they each have a value. Theta Fuel now is probably somewhere around 5.5 to 6 cents or so. Theta was around about $1.20, but Theta was up to $16 at one time. So is that the real world currency? No. We'll wait and see. We'll find out soon. But I think it would behoove you to do a dive into XLM and XRP and learn more. One word of warning though, there's a lot of scamming going on in the cryptocurrency world now, and there's a lot of scamming, it looks like, in XLM and XRP, especially XLM. When you go on the Lobster wallet, there are assets you can purchase using XLM that are purported to be uh, bits of stock or derivatives of gold or different things. And I tell you what, there may be some on there that are valid, but being a little leery of it. I'm not hearing some good things watching other podcasters. It looks like large portion of those assets are actually from scammers. So I don't know. I'm a little bit ignorant of it, but I know enough that I'm not going to be delving into that until I find out more. But it's interesting. Uh, it's not an NFT. I bought one NFT just to see what it was like, and it's gone up a little bit. It's kind of a silly little NFT. But I'm not sure about these assets. They look like stocks. They look like they could be gold, but they're going to be backed by something that's physical and not just paper anyway. So I want to thank you for coming on to this podcast today, and I thank you for your big support recently. I'm a Ballet wallet ambassador. Give me just a second. And put a little plug in for the Ballet wallets. Ballet wallets are the safest wallet to keep your currency in, whatever currency you choose. Just the only downside on it all is don't lose the wallet. Now they make a Pro series where there's three exact copies of the wallet. You can put them in three different places for a little more security. But to reiterate on this, the Ballet wallets look about credit card size. They're made out of metal, steel, and the one behind the steel one here for the Bitcoin is gold plated. Steel one's about $35, and the gold plate is 99 because they're all nice and shiny. But the steel one does just as fine. It will support over 100 different tokens and coins at BIP38. I know XRP is one of those. I do not believe it's XLM yet, though. So, a good place to store your crypto and safe. You have a public address on the outside, and that's how you receive your currency. And you peel back that front sticker, and there is your private keys underneath, and then the passphrase combo. And then they have a very sophisticated app that goes with this that goes gives you virtual copies of your wallet. So that they're really neat. So thank you very much. Please give me a like and a thumbs up. Let's get to 1,000 subscribers, and I can give out some more Satoshis, and then we'll see what the contest would hold after that. Thanks for your support. Bye now.